Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Art, from whatever my name is. Yeah, I just wanted to do this boring vlog on who I think is the best sci-fi villain of 2013 this year. Yeah, there was like a whole bunch of sci-fi movies that came out this year, and they're all really good. And I just thought about making a video and want to share my opinion on who I thought was the greatest sci-fi villain out of all of them. Yeah. Sorry about that. I have this cold and it sucks. I don't like having cold or. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, if you guys want to, if anybody's watching this, you could put your opinions too in the comment box, and let me know which villain you thought was the best of this year. Yeah. So, anyways, let's get started. And just to let you know, there might be some spoilers, so I might say some stuff that, in case you haven't seen a movie, I recommend you don't watch this then. Because I don't want you to get all pissed off at me and be like, hey, thanks for spoiling the film, man. Yeah, I didn't get to watch that. I didn't know this happened, blah, blah. So, yeah, just in order to avoid that, yeah, just, yeah, don't watch this video. If you find it boring, if you don't want to hear any spoilers or anything like that, don't watch this, alright? Yeah. Which, you don't have to. You could watch this if you want, but you don't have to. Well, anyways, yeah, so, let me move along. So, I chose these top 3 villains, and, yeah, sci-fi villains. And this right here is my number 1 villain, who I thought was the best out of all the sci-fi movies. And his name is Khans. Did I say it right? No. Cons. Wait. Let me say that again. There we go. That sounds better. And I thought this guy he was really excellent. He was amazing. He's played by Benedict Cumberbatch, something like that. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce my English last names. Yeah, and he did really great. I thought this guy, he kicked butt. He was really awesome. I liked his voice, his style, his everything. He kind of reminded me of Alan Rickman. I don't know why. He kind of does. Alan Rickman's character, Professor Snape. Yeah, he just kind of reminds me of him. I don't know why. And I thought this guy just did really great. Yeah, so that's why I put him as my number 1 favorite villain of this year. Sci-fi villain, that is, yeah. And number 2, this was a little tricky one. Number two is no one else other than Loki, who's of course played by Tom Henderson. And Loki was pretty cool too. He's in Thor 2 Dark World. And now the reason why I didn't I don't know if it was right to choose him as a villain is because in the movie Thor 2, he was more like an anti-hero, meaning that he was between a good guy and a bad guy. So because he's bad, but he helped Thor out, and yeah. Anyways, so I don't know. I mean, I guess I could still consider him as a villain, but he was more like an anti-hero. And Loki was great in the movie Thor 2. I mean, he's a great villain. In other words, he's really great. Yeah, he's really cool. He was pretty funny too. So yeah, it was really cool. Did I say that twice? Cool. Anyways, he was a little different here in Thor 2 than in Avengers. Avengers, he was more like a cold killer. In Thor 2, he was back to himself, like in the movie Thor. Yeah, he was back to his Thor self. So, yeah, he was, yeah, sensitive guy, I guess you could say. Yeah, he was great in Thor 2. And as for 3rd place, excuse me, hate having cold. As for 3rd place goes to General Zod from Man of Steel. who's played by Michael Shannon. I think that's how you say his name. Yeah, and he was really cool. He was great too. Uh, to be honest, I mean, the actor Michael Shannon, he did great, and General Zod, he was a cool villain. But I don't know. I mean, for third place of the best villain of 2013, it was between him and this other guy who I'm gonna show right now. But yeah, Michael Shannon, he did a great job as acting as General Zod. Now, I'm not sure if General Zod really is like that in the comics, but I believe he is. Yeah. Um, yeah, he did a great job. And then now for the rest of the other villains, I'll show them to you right now. I won't really talk about them much because it's kind of lame. But as for fourth place, it was between this guy, General Zod, and this guy, Kruger, ancient. I'm sorry, yeah, Agent Kruger. Yeah, it sucks having a cold because I can't really pronounce my words right. Agent Kruger, he was a really great guy. He was in the movie Elysium. I think that's how you say the name, Elysium, which has Matt Damon. Is that one sci-fi film came out in September or August, around that time. Yeah, it's about that one giant like ring that kind of looks like Halo over Earth, and that's when people leave Earth to Elysium, the rich people, so that they could live long and stuff. Kruger was really cool. I thought he was a great guy. However, well, he's not superhuman, transhuman, meaning that he modified his, transhuman is when a human being modifies their body in some way, and that's what he was. He had that exoskeleton or whatever you call it around his body, and it was pretty cool. Um, However, as I was saying earlier, so it was between him and Michael Shannon for third place. Kruger, he's a ruthless killer. He doesn't care, just like General Zod. Kruger in a way was kind of funny. So he's a cold killer, but he's a little funny too. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, but yeah, it's between him and the other guy, and I decided, you know what, General Zod will probably go for third place. Kruger will go fourth. And then as for the other villains, I'm not going to talk much about them. I put Silver Samurai in fifth place. He's came out in the movie Wolverine, and Silver Samurai, he seemed a little overpowered, so that's why I didn't see him as he was cool, but not as a great villain. And then for sixth place, now I know this is not him, this is just a decoy, but it's the Mandarin from Iron Man 3, and the real Mandarin is actually this guy. I know he didn't look like that in the movie, but I just thought it was a cool picture. It's Guy Pearce. Oops. And he was actually the real Mandarin, but the other guy was a decoy. He just wanted to hide his identity, and he was like an okay villain. I mean, I probably thought Silver Samurai was a little better. He wasn't that great, but yeah, just watch the movie and you'll see what I mean. And then for last place of the villains is this guy, Ma- Malikif. I think that's how you say his name, Malikif. Yeah, Malikif the Icarus, I think. I don't know. Anyways, Malikif is the main villain of Thor 2, and he was pretty cool and all, but I didn't think he was the greatest villain. Yeah, but anyways, so yeah, those are all the villains that I chose for. And they go by order too. From Khan's being the coolest villain, all the way to Malikif, which I just showed. And yeah, so that's pretty much my opinion, who I thought was good and who wasn't that great. Yeah, but like I said, it's just an opinion. It's not facts or anything. Yeah. Sorry if I didn't speak well. I have this cold and struggle with my words. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you actually watched it, and I'll put up some more videos later on. Alright, see ya.